So welcome to Living in the Path. This is an introduction to the topic of Guru devotion. So we might wonder, why do we need a spiritual teacher? Can't we just take a little bit here and there, read some spiritual books and make up our own spiritual practice? That question was asked to His Holiness Dalai Lama at a public talk. So His Holiness' answer was, yes, you can do like that. But by having a spiritual teacher, you avoid a lot of mistakes and you save yourself a lot of time. So I think the person that asked that, it was in a public talk, so that was His Holiness' answer in general. But now, from Buddhist understanding, you see our problem is not just to become a better person or have a good heart. Our problem is much deeper than that. So from Buddhist point of view, we have this mind that is eternal and that we have lived many, many lives, and that we'll continue to live many, many more lives. In fact, from a spiritual point of view, we are eternal. We have always existed and we will always exist. Now, our life, like as an ordinary person, our stream of life is conditioned by our previous deeds and by our mental states, our mental affliction, our grasping, our aversions, our attachments, and so forth. So we have this cycle of recurring rebirth, and in most of those lives we face many problems. You see, we have the problem of aging, sickness, death. We have the problem of not knowing where we go, what's going to happen to us, of leaving our friends behind, all the things that we like. Each life we start afresh again. And then, so we have this problem and we haven't developed our full potential. You see, we don't know many things, about the past, the present, future. We don't see the mind of other people. We don't see the level of spiritual evolution and so forth. So there's many things that are obscure to our mind. So it is for developing, it is for freeing ourselves totally from all our mistaken perception and to develop all the good qualities, to become a fully omniscient person, that we actually seek a spiritual teacher. So it's not just to become a better person, right? So to get to those qualities, we need to have a guide or somebody that shows us the way to get there. So even in the world, to learn a craft or to learn a language, we try to find the best teacher. We try to go into the best schools, and then find the most renowned artist or the best trainer for sport, or the skillest the skillest. In any field, you try to find the best teacher you can, right? So in the spiritual field, it's the same thing. See, you have to find a qualified teacher, right? So you don't just take anybody as your spiritual teacher. You have to find an appropriate person. So that person has to have developed his or her own mind, So that person had to have tamed his mind through morality, to have an ethical lifestyle. That person has further developed his or her mind through the development of concentration or calm abiding, and that person has further developed his or her mind with higher seeing or insight into the nature of reality. So that person has to have higher clairvoyance, higher qualities. And that person also has to know much more than you do and have much higher experience. And also that person needs to have strong compassion, the strong wish to help you. Right? So that's a guide like that one tries to find. You know? So it's not easy. You see, one has to go around and enter into contact with a few teachers, and learn about their lifestyle, learn about their qualities, and then see if one has a personal connection with him or her. So that depends also on one's personal feeling. So it's towards a teacher like that one after enter into a relationship, into a spiritual relationship. Right? So a teacher like that one tries to see as a fully enlightened being, right? And then humbly request that person to receive his or her guidance, to be taken spiritually care by that person. And then one try humbly to follow the advice and the teachings, the instruction one has received. So that's a little bit the topic that is included in Guru devotion. You see, that person basically holds all our future into his or her hand. See, so we are in this cycle of recurring rebirths that we have never lived. We have never gone beyond that. So we try to find a teacher that leads us beyond that to a state we have never been to. Right? So we have to find a person that himself has developed those qualities and has those realization, and then follow his or her instruction so that he's able to lead us to the same goal. So that's a little bit the topic of Guru devotion. And Kyabje Zopa Rinpoche is a real good teacher on that topic. He explains that very elaborately, very much in detail. So I advise you very much to follow, these teachings on Guru devotion under his guidance. Thank you.